This is the story of a man, Q, who was so sad that he had everything. This is his story. This is history. This is my story. This is mystery. This is your story. This is misery. This is this story of this man who is so sad. Thus, the pacing of the grounds around and checking, always the checking. He goes, he knows nobody would care if he just wasn't there. And he thinks about how the slippery skin surrounding sin in each of us makes each of us feel so alone inside of our... Walk into this, into his story, into his two-hearted, two-haunted house of a body he writes into his skin, into his book of wisdom. What is suffering, he asks. What is purpose when childless, wifeless, hopeless, hypeless, godless, sightless, shameless, joyless, boyless? This is this story of a man desperate to cuff another desperate. Man, he just wants to ease the pain that it is to experience a life. He just wants to protect everyone from the story, from the stony, from the lonely, from the sad, from the sigh. He feels like he is bad all of the time. Like he is good, but he is so sad all of the time. Thus, the pacing, his grounds going around, checking, always the checking whether or not there is God. The story of someone who is still shaping, always the shaping until shaped, finally having shaped and shapened, he has awakened to the pattern. And the thing about a pattern is that a pattern repeats itself until it repeats itself, until it repeats itself, until it disrupted. It doesn't. The thing about a pattern is that a pattern holds ancient power in rhythm, in rhyme, in ritual, in time, in the infinite Sisyphean circles of this story of this man, Q, who was so sad that he had